Well, look at this. It's only just light. How crazy again. But it's time to get on the road because we're heading north, Preston way, to get a bit of van modding done. Very nice. So, been about 3 weeks since we've mats are out, wet weather protection. Been about 3 weeks since 3 or 4 weeks in fact since we've moved the van. So I've been going round closing all the cupboards because let's get a bit of light in here, because I left all the cupboards open, left the bed down, the bottom cupboards open, the fridge open, the bathroom cupboards open, absolutely everything, because oops, there we go. All the wardrobe cupboards open at the back here, just letting the airflow circulate. I was just experimenting now, obviously with the crazy prices of electric as they are, not using the dehumidifier for the sort of 3 or 4 weeks that we've been static pending our next trip, and just letting the airflow around it really, and it seems, touch wood, been through everything now, it seems absolutely fine. Air flowing well in here, you can feel it coming through the vents down under the fridge and God knows where. All the various vent holes that are throughout the van, both underneath, at the sides and what have you. So touch wood, all seems pretty good actually, so I might carry on trying that method rather than dehumid, just purely vent it. Keep the temperature in here, it's bloody freezing here at the moment, so we might have to fire up a bit of heating, but keeping the temperature down, and therefore doesn't encourage any condensation. So I think as well we need to just, as I drained out the heating and everything, we need to just fire up the heating only. Not going to put the water on because I haven't refilled with fresh water yet, but we'll stick a bit of 24 before I set off for 20 minutes or so. I'm still on hookup into my garage, so I'll run it at mix 2, keep the water off, and that just brings, because it's pretty cold this morning, that will just bring the Combi 6E boiler that's in the garage at the back there. That will bring all this sort of air around the boiler up to temperature, so there's no fear of when you fill it with water, it re-trips the switch and dumps the water out again if it's still too cold to accept the water. So that's the frost protection that kicks in at about 4 degrees when it empties all your water out. I'm sure we've all been there, me included. So yeah, so I'm just going to run, get a bit of heat in the van before I switch the water pumps back on, and I've shut all the taps off now because all those were open as well. So closed all the taps, remembering to do the shower one before I switch all the water on. Yeah, so all of those are back off, I should say. All the showers switched back off, all the taps off, ready for when there's enough heat in the van to stick the water back on, stick the pump back on, and just purge any air out of the pipes while we've been static for 3 or 4 weeks. Right, on to the jobs. Oh yeah, you can hear it running there, the magic sound that all is well with the boiler. So let's have a quick yeah, don't need much for this journey. Keep the regulation toolkit, thermal screen, staying at a little site, a little certified location, Norcross, so I'll show you a bit of that when we get there. Get a bit of light in here. So yeah, I'll reset the water button down here.
Another glass and I am going places, makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking, I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smoke is in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby, you got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't
So we're coming up to the turning Kirkham and Fleetwood. That's a fair old mileage today. We're averaging about 29 to 30 to the gallon. And some of you might have guessed, the next mod is being done at Mick Parkinson's, a well-known figure in the motorhome world for some motorhome mods, and it's a towbar day today. Well, I say it's today. We're going to Norcross certified location. It's a Caravan and Motorhome Club certified location, and Norcross, I think it's a farm, but I'll show you around when we get there. And then we are a couple of nights there, then first thing in the morning in to see Mick's place at his garage. So we'll also show you some of the things that Mick does, and some of the work he does, and of course the work he's going to do on Resi the motorhome. So just turned off the main road, Parrots Lane, and here straight away there we've got a sign here. There we go, Caravan and Motorhome Club certified location, Norcross. Oh, and everybody needs a pony carrot in their life. Very nice too. Annie's eggs and veg. Only just outside Kirkham, which seemed to have a fair bit in it when I've just been through. Stopped off at Morrison's supermarket on the way, so it's only about half a mile away if that. Very close by. So and plenty of pubs and cafes and restaurants there in Kirkham, almost within walking distance really, dead easy. And here we are. Looks like about 6 pitches, very nice too. So I better whip round and go and find reception. So that's us in, and just met the owners here, very nice people, with 5 little pitches here, and really nicely set out. Quite a nice evening for February 2023. We're £20 a night here. So you got black water toilets over there, and now metered electric. So what I'm going to do is, particularly as it's winter and we don't get that much sun, is you take a reading when you arrive, and it's one of the first metered ones I've stayed on, so it'd be interesting to see what we actually get through. And there's a little, just about see it there, there's a little reading there, 15, looks like 15,700 I think, 15,700. So took a photo of it when we arrived, just so I can remember the number, and then it's 30, I think they only said it's 35 pence a kilowatt. Well, to be fair, we're paying 34 pence a kilowatt at the moment, where we are, February 2023 in Tenby. So that's not far off the going domestic rate, and I've got no issue with at all with metered electric. I think it's quite a good idea. And incidentally, the owner was saying that he's had 2 contrasts last week. A motorhome staying that used £2.64 in electric over 2 nights, and then a caravan staying for exactly the same period who used £15.60 odd in electric. So I've hooked us up. I've put the heating's on, but I've got it on mix 2, which obviously is the most efficient way of heating up anyway, so the gas is obviously running, but we've got the fridge is swapped itself over. It's on A for automatic mode, and it's swapped over to electric. I'll drop that down to just a couple, and then I'm also going to deliberately use the induction hob, choice of the 2 gas, but also of course the induction. So I'll use that for the 2 nights that we're here. Tea and coffee and stuff like that. Not a massive amount of use, but not much, but it will be actually an interesting test to see exactly how much we use in that 2 nights, because I don't think, of course, this will be the last metered electric we get. Water on the pitches, as you can see there, electric, very easy to get to as well. And then you've got your Elsan Point, Blackwater waste just here. The owner here is putting in a drive over grid. That's his project for this year, drive over grid for grey water dropout, which will make life a bit easier. So Caravan and Motorhome Club certified location, this one, called Norcross, and we're just near, as you saw, the village or town of Kirkham, which is within easy reach. Couple of walkable distance pubs as well, if you fancied that. But I'll no doubt be able to tell you more as our stay here progresses. Look at the state of this van. It was actually pretty clean. In fact, it was very clean when I left this morning. But we've come up through North Wales. Look at the state of that. Come up through North Wales, then onto the M6 North, before coming off at the sort of Blackpool turn, M55 turn, as you probably saw from that bit of footage on the way up. So it's minging, absolutely minging. But anyway, tomorrow we're off underneath here. We're going to get the tow bar fitted by Mick Parkinson. And so look out for that film. If you're watching the Norcross certified location film, then obviously do jump across and have a look at the fitting of the tow bar onto this 4.4 ton chassis Fiat Ducato, which will give you an insight into what is perhaps necessary in order to add the tow bar, because actually Mick tomorrow, as you'll hopefully see, will be strengthening the chassis at the back here underneath, which provides the extra strength required for a tow bar to be fitted on the back. So so look out for that other film if you're watching the Norcross one as a standalone. While it's not drizzling on us, it would be rude not to give you a quick look around Norcross certified location, which has been a very pleasant stay. 5 pitches, as I say. That one down the end there is just an entrance into the field. So a nice cosy little site. Some loos out here. And then let's take you back up the way we came in. This is Andrew and Annie's place. They are the owners and runners. Met Andrew yesterday as we came in. Looked after us very well. Really nice to meet them both. But I thought I'd just show you as well back here. Annie, bless her, also sells some of the eggs that we saw from that shack on the way back in, the little shed there. Also some plants. God, spring's on the way, it's February. Soon be thinking of nursery runs. So if you want to combine the both, then you can get some plants here too. And there you go, so that was where we came in off the main road yesterday. Not far from Kirkham. Freckleton obviously was where we're visiting, so we're in that part of the world. But there, Annie's egg shed. Can't be better for your breakfast in the morning, can it? Fantastic. There's young Andrew in the shed over there, in the greenhouse I should say, and that was that's the driveway down into the site there. A very pleasant little stopover. And of course, if you're having some mods done on the van, like we are, with Mick Parkinson, then it is the perfect stop off. It's about, in fact, I don't even think it's 2 miles. It's about a couple of miles. About 9 minutes in the van from here. Perfect. And surprisingly, even though you've got the road running across the front there, just an A road that is, there's no, you don't actually pick up any noise from the site out the back. I guess you're screened by the house and the trees and stuff, and a fair few hundred metres down the drive here. So plenty of bedding plants in there, and of course shrubs. God knows what. Andrew was telling me earlier that he gets 1 or 2 deliveries a week of, it gets so busy in spring and summer. So yeah, if you need to restock on your bedding plants while you're here, then yeah, definitely there's some great stock in those polytunnels, and as spring comes along there'll be plenty there for you. And he's also got Andrew also farms a few sheep as well, so still a bit of a working small holding here. But it's really nice in terms of the sort of personable nature of it, being just like of course many certified locations, just the 5 pitches, very nice quiet spot, and a really lovely stopover for a couple of nights for us while I was getting the work done at the van just down the road. Next job will be cleaning the van, I suspect, when I get back. Look at that cracking old tractor there. Psst. Oh, Puss has seen enough, he's off. Some nice walks around here as well, having looked at the map. But I haven't had much time for that, been charging around in the van, getting various bits done. And if you haven't yet seen, then do have a look out for the films. There's a couple of films actually of the work that we've been having done. One is the tow bar you'll see there fitted, that was finished today, and there's also a very short film about a spare wheel holder that we've also put on there. It wasn't scheduled to be done, but while I was there the bits were there, so I had a chat with Mick, and he very kindly agreed to add a spare wheel carrier onto the van as well. So both of those short films are on the channel, so do have a look at those while you're here. Right, so that is, we're on day 3 here, so in effect it's half a day, then 2 nights here, so a fair bit of usage. We've got the induction, we've got the fridge, 1 or 2 other bits obviously while we've been on hookup. Been running the heating, and the heating on mix 2 often, particularly when it's first thing in the morning, because that starts it up pretty quick. So let's have a look, see what we've used. And that's the reading now is on 174, so that's 16 units, 16 kilowatts over that sort of almost 3-day period. So a quick bit of maths, 18 units, 35 I think was the so £6.30 it looks like, so it's about £2, just over £2 a day overall. So really, I mean, with the heating running, when I was in the van, ticking over nicely, first thing in the morning, warm the van up, a couple of quid a day for metered electric with £20 a night as the fee. You can't really beat that, can you? That is pretty good. All handy stuff, fresh water, grey water, black water. Loos over there, no showers here, so no showers, so using the van facilities, which is absolutely fine, and loos obviously as you can see over there, but very, very reasonable. And chatting to Andrew, he was of the opinion that he wanted to keep the prices the same, and meter the electric, so that he doesn't have to raise the prices of the pitch, just got to meter the electric, which seems absolutely fair. Next time we're away I might I might give it a go just to run totally on gas and just sort of see how much quantity of gas for a similar type of stay, because we've got another one planned a bit later this month. We're February 2023, so I might just see how that works out, just running on gas, and then work out the sort of gas equivalent cost. But yeah, you know, you can't really go wrong with that, can you? Fantastic. Well, that was Norcross, certified location. Great little spot, wasn't it? And 20 quid, couple of quid on electric, you can't go wrong, can you? Andrew and Annie, a big thanks to them. They look after the site here at Norcross. Really lovely people to meet, and of course, don't forget, they do some very nice plants, eggs, you name it, some lovely farm produce here. So if you're in this part of the world, consider popping into Norcross, meet up with Andrew and Annie, and I know they'll look after you really well. Thanks ever so much for watching, of course. Thank you to our new subscribers, and we'll see you again very soon in the next film. Bye guys, take care.